Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be introducing to you the new PAC Master Stroke brushes. These are almost an exact dupe of the Artis brushes but at a fraction of the cost. This entire pack of 10 brushes costs 6,350 rupees, so that only comes down to 635 rupees per brush, which I think is a total steal in my opinion because there are 10 amazing brushes. I have only played with one of them yet, but I absolutely love the quality. I've only played with the foundation brush, the brush that I use for foundation. So I'm going to try to use as many brushes as I can from this kit, and I'm going to show you what each one looks like so you can get an idea of how to use them and what they look like. So here is what the entire box looks like. So here you see this is the biggest brush. This is the brush number 1, I guess. Yeah, it's called the brush number 1. So as you move along, you see here is the smallest brush, and all of them can be used for different purposes, and you can use all of them for various purposes, various things that you might like to do with them. So yeah, I'm gonna use all of them, and I'm gonna actually try to use all of them, as many as I can in this tutorial. So yeah, I'm gonna play with these brushes and I'm so excited to play with them and create some kind of a look with them. So yeah, let's just get started. The first thing I'm going to do is apply primer on my face, and for that, why not use a brush because I have so many. But before that, let's get this hair out of the way. I'm actually going to start with this brush. This is the PAC 01. This is the fattest, biggest brush, as you can see. It is very, very big for my face, so I don't think I'm going to use this for my face, but it is a great brush for the body. So if you're someone who likes to use bronzing products or foundation on the body and you want to make your body look nice and even toned, this is a great brush for that. I really like to do body bronzing and body highlighting, so I feel like this is a great brush to cover a large area. So you can also go on your neck, on your décolleté area, and I think this will cover everything really nicely. So why not just go all out? I'm taking this Maybelline Dream Satin Skin Foundation and I'm putting some on the back of my hand like that, and I am just gonna mix a little bit of highlighter with this. This is a Revlon Skinlights highlighter, and I'm just gonna put a little dollop of that so the foundation is gonna look nice and glowy. If you're someone who likes to do such things, I think this brush is perfect for this. So I've picked up the product on this brush, and I don't know if you can see my entire neck and décolleté area, but I'm just gonna apply this mixture onto my neck and décolleté, and it's blending the product really, really nicely, and it's very, very soft. I really, really like these brushes. I loved the one that I used for foundation. I think it was so soft and so easy to work with. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't have to do much work at all. It really blended the product in so quickly and so easily because the brush is so large. It covers the area really perfectly. I love the luxe kind of feel of this brush. It feels so nice and soft against my skin. The bristles are really, really densely packed, so I'm going to show you. Look at that. I don't know if the camera is catching that or not, but oh my god, it is so densely packed. The bristles are just so soft and so amazing. So yeah, that was extremely quickly done. You can also use this brush on your legs or your hands or your back, wherever you want to apply product on the body. I think this is the perfect brush for the body. And now moving on to the second brush, this is the PAC 02. This is actually a big fat brush for the face. Again, if you are someone with a larger, more rounder face than mine, you can definitely use this for your foundation. I personally have a very small face. I don't know if it comes across like that on camera, but if I sit next to someone, if you compare my face size with that person, you'll see that my face is pretty small. So if you're someone with a slightly larger face where you have larger surface area to cover, this is definitely something you can use for your foundation. I am still going to use this brush for something. I think I'm going to use this for primer. So yeah, let's just apply primer with this brush. I'm going to start with my Loreal base Magique that I apply in the center of my face to cover pores and to fill in the pores and make the area a little bit more matte and smooth, because that is the area where you tend to get shiny and you tend to get larger pores in this area. So I like to cover this with the Loreal base Magique primer. For the rest of my face, I'm using a moisturizing primer because I'm using a relatively matte foundation today. So let's use a moisturizing primer. This is by the Body Shop. It is called Skin Primer Moisturize It. So I'm putting some on the back of my hand and I'm gonna pick it up with the PAC 02 brush, just on the brush like that, and I'm gonna apply it onto my face. It feels really nice and soft, guys. I cannot tell you how soft this feels. I really wish the technology was so advanced that you could actually feel stuff through the camera and smell stuff through the camera. Imagine how cool that would be. There, that is my primer done. It was extremely quick. The primer is very well distributed onto my face, and if you want to apply foundation really quickly, if you're running late, you can definitely use this brush even on a smaller face. This will really cover up a large area and you'll get a really nice flawless foundation application. So yeah, now that I've primed my face, I'm going to move on to foundation, and for that I'm using this brush. This is the one that I've already used. This is the shade. This is the brush number 03, and I feel like this brush is the perfect size for my face. Because my face is pretty small, I feel like this is the perfect size for my face, but I could definitely go ahead and use the brush number 2 for my foundation as well. So I'm just gonna take my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I've been absolutely loving this foundation, so I'm gonna pick it up on this brush and I'm gonna start buffing it into my skin. This brush is super amazing because it makes your skin really look like skin. Like, even if you get really close to my skin, you really cannot see that I have foundation on. It just buffs the foundation in so well and covers all the pores and gives you such a perfect airbrushed kind of finish. You really cannot see the foundation on your skin. Of course, that's also because the Makeup Forever HD foundation is a great foundation. It really does actually look like skin. But I feel like this brush definitely does something to make it look even better. Now coming to brush number 04, I think this is the perfect brush for concealer. This one and the 05, both of these brushes can be used for concealer. This one you can also use for nose contouring, but I feel like both these brushes are so great for concealer. Of course, you can also use the 04 brush for foundation. If you enjoy smaller brushes, smaller buffing brushes for foundation, you'll definitely love the brush number 04 for foundation. But you can use this for concealer because it will really get everywhere inside and cover everything. I personally love using beauty blenders for concealer because I like the extra hydration. The area under my eyes is a little bit dry. If you are oily, you will definitely love using a brush, but the area under my eyes is a little bit dry, so I love the extra hydration that beauty blenders give me. And PAC has recently launched new beauty blenders. These are called the Ultimate Beauty Blender Sponge Beauty Applicator Pouch Plus Sponge. So it comes in a pack like this, and this costs, how much does it cost? 745 rupees. So it comes in a pouch like this, and this is a magnetic pouch. I don't know if you can see. This is a magnetic pouch, and I feel like this is the perfect pouch to dry your beauty blenders, because if you leave your beauty blenders to dry in a drawer or something, they tend to catch fungus and bacteria on them because they need to be dried in an open environment. So if you want to take them away, if you're on a trip or something, I feel like this is the perfect pouch to dry your beauty blenders in, because it is made of mesh, so it won't trap the moisture in, promoting bacteria and fungus and all of that. So you actually get two sponges in here. One of them is shaped like the original PAC beauty blender, the regular beauty blenders, and the other one is shaped like the Real Technique sponge. So you get two in here for how much? For 745 rupees, which I think is a great deal. And they come in this color and they also come in black. So I'm going to use one of them for my concealer today, because that is just what I like to use for concealer. You can definitely go ahead and use one of the Master Stroke brushes, but I'm going to use my big PAC beauty blender, and they really expand in size and give you a beautiful finish when you apply concealer with them. So I am going to use my favorite concealer in the world. This is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. This is the best concealer in the world according to me. I've never used a better concealer. This is just the best concealer in the world. People say that the Urban Decay concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer, is a little bit better than this one, and it's a little bit more moisturizing. So I would definitely love to try that, but unfortunately it's not really available in India. So we just have to make do with what we have. But I actually really love this MAC concealer. These sponges are so soft. if you don't know, I actually really like the PAC Beauty Blender, the pink one that comes in a box. I have been using that since about 2 months now and I'm really impressed with that. But these actually feel softer than the original PAC Beauty Blender. These feel really similar to the Real Technique sponge. I'm just using another concealer for extra highlighting. You can totally skip this step. I just like to use some extra concealer for highlighting purposes. Let's do some cream contouring. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast, and I'm only going to do a little bit because I do enjoy contouring with powders a little bit more, but just to show you what these brushes can do, I am going to contour a little bit with the cream contour. Using the PAC 04 brush to blend my concealer. And in my nose contour, I'm using the PAC 05. I'm going to set my concealer using the Inglot HD Sculpting powder, and this is a yellow based powder. All the shades and everything will be mentioned in the description box below. So I'm just mixing it a little bit with my L'Oreal Base Magic powder, and I'm just going to apply it under my eyes. For the rest of my face, I'm using the Chambor Silver Shadow Compact in the shade RR2 Rose Pale. Coming to the PAC 06 brush, this is a very thin brush. You can actually use this one to apply the product, and then you can use the 04 brush to blend everything. But I used a cream concealer that already comes with a brush. But if you're picking a concealer up from a palette, or if you have a pot of concealer, you can definitely use this one to apply your cream concealer with. And this is the PAC 06 brush. Now coming to the 07 brush, this is what it looks like. This is the smaller version of the 06 brush. So 06 looks like this, 07 looks like this. 06 is the bigger one, 7 is the smaller one. So this is something you can use to apply eyeshadow in your crease, especially if you're doing a cut crease kind of look. I feel like it'll give you a really nice sharp kind of line in that crease, and you can apply your crease color with this. The 08 brush, which is even smaller than the 07 brush, here is what 08 looks like. This is definitely something you can use for your eyebrows. I think this will be a great brush to do your eyebrows with. I personally am very particular about my eyebrows, so I have a set routine for my eyebrows that I don't change ever. If you want to see an eyebrow routine, do let me know. I'll definitely create an updated eyebrow routine for you guys. But this is something that you can definitely use for your eyebrows, and you can fill in your eyebrows using a dark brown shade or whatever color you use. If you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can apply your eyeliner with this. I've seen people on Instagram use tiny brushes like this for their eyeliner, which to me seems a little bit unrealistic and adventurous, because I like using a felt tip liner for my eyeliners. But yeah, if you're feeling adventurous, you can definitely use this for eyeliner. But another purpose for this brush is you can use this for smudging your liner. You can definitely use this to just go in and smudge all that into place. So yeah, that is what you can use the 08 brush for. Now I'm going to get started with my eyes. So I'm going to zoom you guys a little bit. I'm just putting this color all over my eyelid. This is Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, and the brush I'm using is by PAC. This is the PAC 041 brush. It is one of my favorite PAC eyeshadow brushes. I'm picking up Makeup Geek Frappe on the same brush. And blending everything with the clean MAC 224. I'm using the PAC eyeshadow number 7. I'm picking up the PAC 391 brush and a little bit of the PAC eyeshadow number 10 in the smaller pans, and I'm dusting off the excess from my brush and just blending this purple shade. Don't worry about the fallout, we'll clean that later. Using the PAC Intense Duo Eyeliner Pencil. This is a retractable Kajal and it is amazing, you guys. It is absolutely amazing. I'm so blown over by the PAC Kajals. This is so beautiful, and especially when you're wearing a foiled eyeshadow like this, a really kind of shimmery eyeshadow, it is hard to apply eyeliner over it, but this one just glides on. I'm also going to apply the same PAC liner in my lower waterline, and I'm going to blend it with the PAC 01 brush. For my mascara, I'm using Loreal Telescopic, and I have eyelash extensions, so I don't really need falsies right now. But if you do want to apply some falsies, you can definitely go ahead and apply falsies. They're gonna look amazing with this look. I'm gonna pick up a matte white eyeshadow on a PAC 033 brush and just apply that under my eyebrows. Coming back to the face, I'm using this Kryolan eyeshadow in the shade TV Brown to contour. Now I'm going to use the Inglot Freedom System blush, and this is the shade number 68. So I'm just going to pick it up on an angled brush, dust off the excess and apply it on my cheeks. This brush, the PAC 09, is a great brush for pinpoint concealing. So I could have used this to cover these spots over here, but I don't really bother too much about single spots on my face because I just accept that they're there sometimes. So yeah, I think this brush is great to apply concealer on your spots and to cover single areas that you would like to cover, and this is a very precise kind of brush to do that with. For the lips, I want to keep it nude, so I'm using this Dipbrow Milano lip liner in the shade 03. After lining my lips, I'm using this Leek Matte Me lip cream, and this is in the shade Petal. I think I'm gonna blend it with my fingers. And I'm gonna apply this Inglot lipstick in the shade 411 on top. For my highlight, I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm using a PAC 045 brush with that. So this is it for the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something helpful and new. If you did like this video, please don't forget to show me your love by giving this video a big thumbs up. Also leave your comments down below telling me which brush was your favorite and which one you would buy for yourself, because I feel like all of these brushes serve different purposes. All of these brushes can be used for several different things. I think my favorite ones have to be the brush number 03, the one that I used for foundation. I feel like it made my foundation look really nice and flawless. And the other one that I really love is the brush number 1, because it's just so big and fat and so nice and just so dense, and I feel like I can get a lot done with this brush. All of these brushes are extremely soft, really nice quality, really dense, and they work amazingly. So I think these are different kind of brushes that you would really like using. If you're used to using buffing brushes for your foundation, you'll definitely see a little bit of change with this brush, but the change is that it makes your foundation appear so much smoother, and it makes your foundation apply really nicely, and it makes your skin look airbrushed. So that's why I love the foundation brush. So yeah, this is really it for this video, and I'm gonna go now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you click that little red subscribe button over there. It means the world to me and it makes me so happy. It also means that you will be notified of all the future content uploaded on this channel, and you will not miss any of my future videos. So yeah, and I'm gonna leave all my social media links, my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Reposo, all of that in the description box below, so make sure you check all of that out. I'll also leave a link to where you can buy these brushes, and I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.